Hey guys, my name's Darcy. Welcome to Normalizing Mental Health. I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know why I decided I wanted to start talking about this. Um, I was diagnosed with a mental health condition over 11 years ago. I had a mental breakdown, and that resulted because I had gone through a pretty traumatic experience when I was a teenager. And rather than dealing with it, I kind of buried it. And I did a really good job of hiding it until I hit about 30, um, 34, I think. And that's when it all came to a head. I had a very, I had a great upbringing, but due to the trauma, I became, I wouldn't say rebellious because I have a clean record, but I did act out in ways that I thought was normal. And that's how I lived my life. I actually was very successful. Any job I did a really good job at it and put 110% into it, and usually more than 110%, but I thought that was normal. Um, so I ended up dabbling with drugs at one point. And that I think is what really catapulted me to go into pretty much a mental breakdown. Um, I'm not saying I'm a princess, okay? I have done a lot in my time. Um, but I think just from everything I was going through, being a mom of two young children, going through a divorce with my husband at the time, um, it was just a lot of pressure for me. So the reason why I'm telling you my story is I want you to realize that I am actually just like you. Um, the problem is, and the reason why I want to talk about this is because it seems that mental health issues are increasing tenfold these days, and there's no need for it. Um, Recently, I had someone really close to me go through a very serious drug addiction, and it caused him to go through a mental health crisis. And it amazed me at the lack of resources that were out there for him, which was a stark contrast to what I went through when I had my breakdown 10 years ago, 11 years ago. 11 years ago, I got into programs, I was taken care of, I was able to deal with my issue. I had great support system. I had a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I couldn't afford it. I actually went through like mental health and addiction in order to get them, but they did me a world of good. Um, and yeah, the reason why I really want to bring this up with everyone is I recently became a CBT practitioner, and that's cognitive behavioral therapy. Now, I took this back in the day when I had my breakdown, and it is what really cleared things in my mind for me. And it was amazing when I took CBT how simple the thought process behind it was. Um, so, over the last few years, I've been dealing with a lot of different people. I work in an industry where I get to talk to a lot of different people. And a lot of different people are having these mental health issues, and they're seeing doctors and psychiatrists and psychologists, and all these people are saying, you should do CBT. Well, there are very few CBT practitioners out there. Most are psychologists and psychiatrists who have gotten certified in it. Um, Not a lot of people are out there offering these services. And the worst part about it is, especially in these hard financial times, they're charging people for it. And that infuriates me because the information that we learn when we are learning to be CBT practitioners, the whole point of it is to start a movement of mental health in a positive way. It's meant to be a way of letting people become their own therapist. Now, with that being said, I am not saying that therapists and psychiatrists are not important. They are extremely important to managing and dealing with your mental health. However, you also need to be in the driver's seat when it comes to your mental health, which I'm finding it's making just the way that society is right now, it's making it really difficult for people to access this information. So, what I've decided to do is I'm going to normalize mental health. I want people to know that having a mental health issue is no different than having diabetes. Um, it's something you learn to live with. It doesn't control your life. It doesn't control who you are. It is just a piece of who you are. So, with that being said, I am going to be posting quite frequently, and I'm going to talk about different issues and that I've dealt with, that people that I know have dealt with. Um, and I really want feedback from you guys. I really want to know from those of you dealing with mental health, what boundaries and barriers you're facing. For those of you who are family or friends of someone with mental health, I want to hear from you. I want to hear your frustrations. I want to hear what you're finding you're having a hard time dealing with. Because it is hard dealing with people with mental health issues, especially if they're not in the driver's seat of their own recovery. So I want to hear from everyone. Um, I want this to be a movement. I want you guys to share this video and every video I put out after this as far and wide as you can. This is an epidemic that is happening all over the world, and it's sad. We really need to be there for each other at this point. And there's so much divide going on in this world, and it just adds to negative mental health. Anyone can suffer from mental health, people. If you put yourself under enough stress, if you have enough negative energy in your life surrounding you in your past that you just can't get past, it's not going to do you any good. So what I'm offering to you is just a peer. That is what I am. I am a peer facilitator. I have lived experience with addiction and mental health. I have not only personally, but I've had people in my life. I have been certified in the Wellness Recovery Action Plan. So I had the opportunity to facilitate for a few years, teaching many groups. Not CBT, but it's on the same kind of page as CBT. And now that I've got my CBT practitioner, I really want to get the word out there. I really want to give you guys the answers that you're having a really hard time finding. Yeah, so I am an open page to you guys. Any questions you ask, there's no judgment. That's going to be the one thing you're going to find on my pages. I'm not going to be judging anybody because that's not my right. I may have opinions about things, but that doesn't mean I'm judging. So I want you guys to feel free to just let me know what you want to hear. If you want to know more about me, maybe with the programs I've been involved in, just life. Like, how can we all get through life without mental illness? We need to start focusing on mental wellness. And that's why I think we really need to normalize mental health. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day. And I look forward to talking to you guys again soon.